Hey Caps fans, how you doing? I'm Bob Matthews, and welcome to what is going to be a semi-regular feature here on the Hockey Podcast Network this year. We're calling it our 5 takeaways, and normally what we're going to do is about once a week or so stop in here on the YouTube channel and give you our 5 takeaways, 5 things that we have seen normally in a week of play with the Washington Capitals. But I figured, what the heck, since this is opening night, let's just give you a special opening night 5 takeaways. With that, let's get started. Don't forget, drop us a like as well as a subscribe here. Let everybody at the network know that we're doing a great job. Boy, I tell you, how refreshing is it to have a big night like this in the DMV and be able to say that the home team did not lay an egg. I say that because in addition, obviously, to hockey, I cover a lot of the Washington football team, and we just don't see this with the burgundy and gold on a regular basis. Normally, they come out in a situation like this and lay an egg. And yes, I know the Caps have had many, many seasons where they have gone out in the first or second round of the playoffs after, being the odds-on favorite to win the Cup. But hey, all that changed back in 2018, didn't it? So from now on, it's all gravy from here on out. All right, let's get to the 5 takeaways here from opening night. And takeaway number 1, the obvious one, and what I think is going to be the big story tomorrow, and that is 19-year-old Hendrix Lapierre, who scored his first NHL goal, again, at the age of 19. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in the next month. Lapierre, this may be a flash in the pan, as a 19-year-old. I think he's got a bright future in the NHL and a bright future with the Caps, but the league may very well catch up to him very, very quickly. A week or two from now, he may still just have the 1 goal on his stat sheet and nothing else. Having said that, based on what we saw in the preseason, when he had 4 assists during the time that he played in the preseason, and now scoring a goal, by the way, on just an incredibly sick feed from TJ Oshie, you got to think that Hendrix Lapierre is making it very, very hard on general manager Brian McClellan to send him back down, not to Hershey, but to juniors. He keeps playing like this, they're going to have to find a place for him here on the roster. The reason I say he would have to go to juniors is they don't want to burn a year of his entry-level contract. It's always about the salary cap in that situation. So it'll be interesting to see, but just a huge moment there in the second period when he scored that goal. Kaplan Arena just went absolutely nuts, and the look on his face was just pure joy, and it was great to see. Speaking of the kids, and a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, we titled one of the segments, we titled one of the episodes, "The Kids Are All Right." Kids are definitely all right tonight. Everybody from Ovi, who we're going to get to with takeaway number 3, down the roster looked very, very sharp tonight, but the kids especially, not just LaPierre. Martin Feravari looked good on defense, and takeaway number 2 from the game, Vitek Vanacek, who, bit of a surprise that he started in goal against the Rangers, turned in a very, very, very strong performance. Just that 1 power play goal there in the third pretty much stoned the Rangers the entire night. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ice, the Capitals were just peppering the Rangers with shots, and just about everything seemed to be on target. And, of course, takeaway number 3, and that is the grade 8 himself, Alex Ovechkin. 2 goals and an assist tonight. One of them technically a shorthanded goal. The second one that he got, Yevgeny Kuznetsov, who, while he's not going to be a takeaway here, although I guess he will kind of on number 4, played a great assist to Ovechkin, played the puck off the boards. It came back right to where Ovechkin was going to be, and that, if the game wasn't put away at that point, was just the icing on the cake. By the way, with Ovi's 2 goals tonight, he passes Marcel Dionne for 5th place. Those were goals 731 and 732 of his career, and he is now in 5th place, past Marcel Dionne on the all-time goals list. All right, the offense is takeaway number 4. It looked really, really sharp. Again, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. This was one game. We don't know what the rest of the year is going to look like. But remember, this is a veteran team, and this veteran team looked sharp tonight. They looked like they were in complete control after the game kind of settled down there after the first few minutes. Again, almost every shot, it seemed like every shot the Caps had was just right on target. And again, when you see that 5 of them there went in, I think it's pretty easy to see that that was indeed what was happening. Kuznetsov, who we just talked about a couple of minutes ago, and he is going to have a big year for the Caps, especially now with Nicholas Backstrom on the shelf for the first 10 games of the season at least. Kuzi played well. Again, he had that nice assist to Ovi on the shorthanded goal, was involved with a couple of other goals as well. If we get good Kuzi this year, it's a big plus for the Caps and is going to be a big difference maker throughout the season. And finally, our 5th takeaway of the game, well, that one is an easy one, and that was the crowd. Great to see the Red Rockers back at Cap One Arena tonight. It has been over a year since they've had a full house, and a full house it was. They were loud. They were going crazy. Everything was as it should be at Capital One Arena as the Caps win 5-1 in the season opener against the New York Rangers. It got a little chippy at times, but Tom Wilson didn't have to drop the gloves against anybody, and that's in fact, Wilson also had a really good play in the second period where he took a nice pass from Kuznetsov, got behind the defense, forced a penalty in a power play that I believe the Caps eventually converted on that one as well. So, Caps now 1-0 on the extraordinarily young year. Saturday night, they entertain the Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll be watching that one as well. Again, don't forget to hit the like button, drop us a sub here on the channel as well, and we will see you again next week for another 5 takeaways.